President Trump says the Nunes memo totally vindicates Trump in the probe. Does it?
No, of course it does not. We ought to be trying to focus on an investigation at a professional level by Bob Mueller and not trying to find a way to obstruct justice or to absolve this president from any responsibility he has.
The fact that Devin Nunes and Republicans denied the ability of the minority, the Democratic members of that committee, to put out its report is just appalling. And I think it really underscores just how partisan Mr. Nunes has been. He has abused the office of the chairmanship of HPSCI. And I don't say that lightly. He just put out publicly one side and a very selective, cherry-picked memo.
My main concern is things like, did the court know that this was paid for by the Democratic National Committee?
The dossier.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I'd be curious to ask a judge, did you know who paid for this dossier that's being presented to you, and would it have made a difference?
I don't believe this is an attack on Bob Mueller. I don't believe this is an attack on the men and women in the FBI. But this is about, for me, what kind of information should be used in a Title III court in order to spy on American citizens.
I think in this instance, very frankly, that the Nunes charges against FISA, particularly without looking at the entire application, without talking to the judges who actually make these decisions, I think that's irresponsible.
The whole point here is not to be accurate. The point is to be misleading. The Democrats didn't even get to read the memo until minutes before it was voted out to the House. If they were truly interested in getting to the truth, that's not the process that they would use.
Russia tried to interfere with our election in 2016 with or without a dossier. So you need an investigation into Russia. You need an investigation into Trump Tower and the Cambridge Analytica email, separate and apart from the dossier. So those are not connected issues to me. They may be for other Republicans, but they're not for me. I say investigate everything Russia did, but admit that this was a really sloppy process that you engaged in to surveil a U.S. citizen.
Even though I was chief of staff, it doesn't mean that I know every single thing that his lawyers are dealing with. I only know what I dealt with. And I can just tell you, I've never felt that there was some sort of collusion or some kind of obstruction situation going on in the West Wing. I never felt that.